Eccoci, benvenuti. Spero che stavolta l'equilibrio tra audio mio e audio della stream sia migliore dell'ultima volta. Purtroppo mi sono accorto a metà live che era un po' troppo debole l'audio del microfono, quindi non si sentiva assolutamente niente di quello che dicevo, o almeno non si capiva assolutamente niente. Cyberpunk, il gioco che non uscirà mai. No dai, prima o poi uscirà. Come state? Quanta gente c'è in live? Solo 2, ok. Va bene. Magari arriverà qualcun altro. Però questa non è una live di quelle enormi come può essere quella di Microsoft o quella di Sony, con la PS5 o l'Xbox Series X, però è un gioco che tanti hanno atteso per molto tempo, quindi ho pensato, ma sì, facciamo la live, vediamo cosa ha di nuovo da dirci sto studio polacco sul loro gioco, che probabilmente è uno dei più attesi da adesso a fine anno, anzi praticamente sicuro, perché Last of Us Part 2 è uscito, c'è ancora Ghost of Tsushima, esclusiva Sony, e sì, oddio, al fine anno dovrebbero uscire anche Spider-Man, cos'era? Spoiler. Dovrebbero uscire anche Spider-Man, lo spin-off di Spider-Man per PS5 e ovviamente Halo Infinite per Series X e Xbox One. Quindi, ok, considerando che anche quelli sono nel 2020, ci potrebbe essere un po' di battaglia, però al momento dei giochi di cui sappiamo, cioè questo è l'unico gioco di cui sappiamo abbastanza da essere legittimamente hypati, e non solo essere hypati all'idea di avere un gioco di questo tipo. Sì, sto controllando i livelli di microfono per essere sicuro di non essere troppo forte, anche perché per adesso non c'è nessuno in chat che mi dà dei feedback. Ragazzi che mi state guardando, vi prego, ditemi se il livello del microfono è buono o se devo regolarlo un po'. Boh, che adesso con questa colonna sonora che c'è con il conto alla rovescia non si riesce molto a capire. Comunque va bene così, dai. Speriamo vada bene così. Allora, cosa dovremmo vedere oggi? Dovremmo vedere gameplay, ovviamente. Magari noteremo un incremento nella qualità dell'immagine rispetto alle volte passate. Dovrebbero mostrare la Brain Dance, se non mi ricordo male, che è una specie di droga. Ovviamente finta del gioco, non pensate male. No, e poi dovrebbe esserci io spero che mostrino un esempio di come la grafica sarà migliorata su PS5 e Xbox Series X dal lancio, perché hanno detto che al lancio la versione l'hanno detto il giorno dopo di quando hanno annunciato il rinvio del gioco. Praticamente la versione PS4 che compriamo a novembre sarà compatibile con la PS5, ma non solo, sarà potenziata, quindi avrà probabilmente risoluzione fino a 4K nativo e magari un po' di più frame rate. Ma questo è solo parte della storia, cioè nel 2021 CD Projekt Red rilascerà una versione di Cyberpunk 2077 pensata proprio per la PS5 e per l'Xbox Series X, e saranno gratis, saranno gratuite. Quindi è una bella cosa, cioè per i possessori, ovviamente gratuite, scusate, per i possessori del gioco su PS4 e Xbox One. Quindi sì, insomma, praticamente uno smart delivery senza per forza il supporto di Microsoft. È una gran bella cosa, perché questa generazione non saremo inondati di remastered e di come nella scorsa generazione. Non so se vi ricordate, The Last of Us il primo era uscito a giugno la PS4 è uscita a novembre e a una cosa come gennaio-febbraio dell'anno dopo è uscito The Last of Us Remastered, venduto non a prezzo pieno ma comunque a 50 euro mi pare. Sì, insomma non era una gran offerta, ecco. Un minuto e mezzo. Non so neanche quanto durerà questa presentazione, tra l'altro. Non ho idea. Spero... Non credo che durerà un'ora. Non credo, perché non vuoi far vedere un'ora di gioco quando mancano ancora... Cosa... 4-5 mesi all'uscita? Sì, 5 mesi. 5 mesi? Cioè, giusto per farvi rendere conto, è possibile che vedremo prima la PS5 e l'Xbox Series X che questo gioco. Comunque, mancano 45 secondi adesso, quindi cambierò scena, ecco, così si vede un po' meglio. Spero che sì, vada bene il discorso dell'audio. Vediamo. 10 secondi. Penso sia tutto preregistrato, tra l'altro. Non credo sia dal vivo. Però va bene lo stesso. Wow. Okay.
Hello and welcome to this, the very first episode of Night City Wire, a brand new series from us at CD Projekt Red where we'll be talking about all things Cyberpunk 2077. For today's episode, we'll be starting with a brand new trailer. One of our developers will be joining us to help unpack everything you're going to see. We'll have some news, an announcement about a secret collaboration. We'll be taking a look at some Braindance gameplay and welcoming back our developers just to have a chat about everything you're going to see. But there is one more thing. Media all over the world have been getting hands-on with Cyberpunk 2077, and when this episode finishes, you'll be able to go and check out exactly what they thought. So, let's get started.
Vediamo.
It is time to take a look at our brand new trailer, and after that, our lead quest designer...
Ok, nuovo trailer con successiva descrizione di quello che vedremo.
So, let's take a look.
Diamo un'occhiata.
Love this town. The city of endless opportunity. Ready to get your cherry popped? Yeah, come on.
City like any other, just bigger.
Nah, mano, not just any other city. Legends are born here.
The major leagues. We're only here because Dex is pulling the strings. Doubt that puts us in the same league as them.
But we are. They just don't know it yet. But if you got the cojones and you know how to use them, you can do damn near anything.
Unless you catch a bull.
Even then, you go out with a bang, right?
You know, you can make heaps more eddies as a motivational speaker.
Yo, Mr. V, a pleasure.
So what's the gig, Dex? You meant to come out in one piece? How about we go over the plan?
There's this prototype tech, a biochip to be precise. Jobs to grab it.
Guessing it belongs to a corp.
Arasaka.
We're robbing some heavy hitters.
Thought you could blackmail me, fucker?
High risk, high reward. First rule of the afterlife.
Ka-ting, baby.
Goes without saying, we do this on the hush. Ideally, no bodies, not a one.
Sounds simple enough.
He's lead, assholes!
Is it gonna be dangerous?
Don't you worry, mi amor. We're bulletproof. Get your ass moving now!
What the fuck just happened in there?
Can't stop digging Night City.
Fucking major leagues. Happy now, Jackie?
Yep, that's fucking high! Time to bail!
Oh my god, we're so fucked.
Vi dirò, mi convince abbastanza a visuale in prima persona.
Can't risk it, V.
And you, who are you?
Fuck.
Benvenuti Stefano e Luca.
So the trailer contains footage from the game's prologue only, but there was an awful lot in it. So Pavel, why don't you try
Ok,
and
queste erano
help us
tutte scene del
unpack
prologo.
everything we just-
Luca, Stefano, come va con l'audio? Funziona bene? È giusto l'equilibrio?
Awesome stuff is only happening in the first few quests. What the trailer shows you is really our stage, the Night City. You know, this gigantic city built of 6 completely unique districts, surrounded by the 7th one that we call the Badlands. As a player, you are meeting Jackie. Jackie's your
Ok, c'è
friend.
anche una
Now,
zona desertica,
they
tipo?
together are trying to reach out for
Oltre alla
something that is
Night
very
City che
precious.
abbiamo già
They're
visto.
trying to reach out for this chip of immortality, this gateway to eternal life. Jackie introduces you to fixer Dexter Deshawn. He's a very important person in a social ladder of Cyberpunk. He is able to provide the player with various jobs and contracts to be able to gather money, to be able to modify their bodies, push themselves to the limits, to put their hands on the chip. But as you can expect, not everything goes as planned, and but to see it, you will have to play the game.
There are an awful lot of really cool things in this trailer, and there's a few that I would just love to talk about a little bit more for the people at home. So let's start with talking about a gang called the Mox. Now, we see a few flashes of them in this trailer. I personally think they're really cool and one of my favorites, but can you give us a little bit more information about them?
Oh yes, so the Mox is one of the gangs that player is going to interact with throughout the game. The Mox is
Si
the
sente
gang
bene,
that
ottimo,
was formed in
ottimo.
1976. After death of Elizabeth
Ok,
Gordon,
stanno parlando
she was
dell'ennesima
put to sleep. Now, she was an owner of
gang.
a brothel and former sex worker, and she was protecting working guys and girls from harassment, from abuse, and the gang is really continuing her mission. And as a player, you are going to interact with that gang, meet multiple different NPCs, and craft your own relationship with them, and understand what they are all about.
So earlier on, you did mention a 7th district, a place called the Badlands. Now, we saw a few shots of this in the trailer, but I'd love for you to give us a bit more detail about the district outside of the city walls.
Okay, so the Badlands is this like dead, dried out space going around the whole Night City. And as a player, you'll be able to traverse that space in your car or motorcycle. This is a space that is inhabited by the nomads. Nomads are living in different families, and they are traveling across that space in convoys made out of the cars and motorcycles. And as a player, you'll be able to traverse and access different type of open world content that has been prepared specifically for you to get that awesome feel
Carino sto
as an arena.
sta
In the
zona.
trailer, we also saw like a completely
Farà molto
metal
Borderlands.
creature. Now, he didn't look like he was from the Maelstrom gang. This looked like something else. So please tell the people at home, who is this giant metal monster?
No, Luca, non è proprio GTA, è
So
più...
that was Adam
È come se fosse un Oblivion o un The Witcher ambientato nel futuro, mettiamola così. Quindi sì, GTA un po' per il fatto che c'è l'open world e tutto quanto, ma appunto più RPG classico, direi. Su GTA non hai la personalizzazione del personaggio, più di tanto. I GTA sono molto particolari, hanno un genere a sé, direi,
In this trailer,
quasi.
we do see some flashes of a Ripper doc called Victor Vector. I think if people have watched our previous gameplays, they might remember him. But I'd really like for you to give the people at home some more information about what Ripper docs are and how they'll be interacting with them when they play Cyberpunk.
So Reaper dogs in our game, they are surgeons. They are like a specific type of a job in the social ladder of Cyberpunk. They are accustomed and specialized in replacing limbs to the metal ones. They can basically update your body, enhance your body, change you into this walking war machine. And as a player, you are going to meet different kinds of Reaper dogs in the game, craft your own relationship with them. Some of them are like important characters for a story. Through that, you will invest eddies.
Quello è il deserto del Sahara, su questo non ci piove, madonna. Ma solo single player comunque? No, ci sarà anche multiplayer, ma non hanno ancora parlato e non sarà rilasciato il day one ma più avanti, un po' come GTA 5, stranamente.
Earlier in the year, we announced that if you pick up Cyberpunk 2077 on Xbox One, you'll be able to play it on Xbox Series X when the console launches. And just in case you missed it, it will be the same for PlayStation players as well. If you pick up
Quello che ho detto
Cyberpunk
prima.
2077 on PlayStation 4, you'll also be able to play it on PlayStation 5 when the console launches. And that's not all. There will be a free upgrade for Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, but we'll have more details on that soon.
Tonight City.
Before we reveal our first look at the Braindance gameplay and welcome back our developers for a chat, there is just one more thing we want to announce. Something that we've been working on in secret for a while. We are very excited to announce our partnership with Studio Trigger and Netflix to bring you Cyberpunk Edgerunners, a standalone anime set in the Cyberpunk universe, which we've been working on for some time now. Edgerunners is due to launch in 2022, but for some more information, let's go to the team in Tokyo.
2022, pensavo lo lanciassero adesso prima dell'uscita del gioco. Ok, una serie animata di Netflix.
I am the Japan-based producer for Cyberpunk Edgerunners. What I do basically on this project is that I am a fixer, to put it in the words of the Cyberpunk universe. We are a game company. We are a bunch of nerds, and wherever there are nerds, there's going to be anime fans. So it was always a dream for us to make anime.
Cosa sono sti pregiudizi?
When we began this project, we were certain that we didn't want to make a recreation of the game. Cyberpunk Edgerunners is a standalone story set in the same universe. The stage is still Night City, but everything else is totally new. New characters, new story. I do like to think that it's going to be a great gateway for newcomers to come and check Cyberpunk game and also the Cyberpunk genre as a whole. Right now we're in Nakano, which is one of the biggest anime meccas of the world. I'm going to take you to Studio Trigger right now because we have the wonderful opportunity to talk to the dream team that will be bringing you this anime.
こんにちは。トリガーの代表取締役の大塚です。
監督の今石です。
キャラクターデザインを担当する吉成です。
ゲームのサイバーパンクのファンの方。今回初めて触れる方両方に満足していただけるようにアニメを作るつもりです。よろしくお願いします。
今回はそのサイバーパンクという僕らが10代の一ファンにしか過ぎなかった頃に
Che persone serie.
そういうジャンルのものを
Giapponesi sembrano sempre seri.
時代が南進をして
Hanno già predetto la seconda ondata del Covid per quello 2022. Ah, ok.
10年ということで
Vero.
監督に今石、キャラクターデザインに吉成というトリガーの最強の布陣で、トリガー10周
Questi sono i tre sopravvissuti dopo il Covid. Tutto lo studio che era 50 persone prima. Brutta cosa. 2022 comunque. Avremo già finito e strafinito il gioco.
Now
Ma...
it's time to show you some gameplay of Braindance. This is a feature that you'll experience when you play Cyberpunk 2077. Braindance is essentially a recording of somebody else's experience. It allows you to relive the senses of sight, smell, touch, and even hearing, all thanks to a special device. After the gameplay, I will be welcoming back Pavel Sasko. I will also be joined by Patrick Mills, our senior quest designer and all-round lore master, who will be helping to answer your questions and give you some explanation on how you'll be interacting with Braindance when you play Cyberpunk 2077. So, let's take a look.
Ok, vedere il video di un ricordo di qualcun altro.
Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out, and we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
And remember, everything on full blast. They'll spot us extra for a wicked adrenaline high. Okay, on you go.
Down! Everybody! On the ground! I want to see you kissing the flooring! Money! Now! Or I will fucking drop you! I swear to God! Well, yeah, hey... now! Before I blow your fucking head off!
Ah! Slow, deep breaths. Your cortisol and adrenaline spiked, but the soft activated your hormone blockers. Nothing happened. You're alive and well.
Un anime sembra un'ottima strategia per il product branding.
feel the guy's pain, his stress, his hope. Hope wrapped up in something else.
Mm-hmm. Probably took a booster just before. You'll be fine. Got everything set up? Let's switch over to editing mode.
Comunque sta tipo inquietante quando sorride, sembra tipo Darin. La tizia di prima, immagino.
I'll sever the link to the BD roller's sensory array. You'll be able to look around freely. Whole scene's yours. Full cam control in analysis mode, so move around, zoom in and out, whatever else you come up with. Think of it as your own little sandbox. So analysis mode, you control playback. Can even pause when you feel the need. Then you use the editor console to unpause. Try it.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
Dream as hell, right? Well, that's not all. You can speed things up or rewind, whatever you like. Give it a try. Rewind. Roll it back to the top. All good. Neat. Now try fast forwarding a bit.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in.
Ma a cosa serve questo? Investigare? Non capisco.
You can also reset the recording. That'll take you right back to the beginning. Try it.
È perché sta visione strapixelata.
This here's why you came in the first place. In analysis mode, you get to view and even scan details of the enviro recorded by the BD roller. Focus on the heat, the gun this gonk gets from his buddy at the beginning. Now scan it.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio. And remember,
Okay, right here.
Sì, è tipo per indagare, diciamo, probabilmente.
Now heads up. In analysis mode, you can ferret out background noise and conversations if the roller got close enough. This tech records everything, every little detail, even the sights and sounds the roller was never aware of. To see the sources of the recorded sensory signals, switch to the audio layer in the editor. Go ahead and try that now.
Dai, ho già capito, 70 euro sul conto a novembre. Lo puoi preordinare a 62 euro adesso su Amazon, o anche da Media World. Io l'ho prenotato al Media World.
Pack of 6, case of brosif, and a couple of zappers.
Okay, we have a deal today on 2 flavors, curry and surf and everybody!
So, any thoughts?
Unbelievable. Seriously, like what's happening right next to me.
Yeah, it's how BD recording implants work. They pick up everything, all the elements in the background. Then an editor tweaks them, makes them pop. Keep playing with the sound, explore it a bit. We'll move on when you get bored.
Mi sono già annoiato. No, scherzo. È carino, ma sta visuale così è un po' fastidiosa.
Like what?
Ev's got Kuroshi optics that grab infrared, meaning you should be able to grab heat signatures from her recording.
Huh. Hella nice.
Scanning works on peeps, too. Walk up to the wounded chick. Try scanning her. Alright, next thing. Scroll forward to the part where our artist gets a lead injection.
Or I will fucking drop you, I swear to God! Well, now, fucking head off!
See that? They shot him and he never saw it coming. But you will. Here it comes. My favorite part of the game. See the blinking thing over the entrance? Surveillance cam. Must have caught our shooter. You'll see in a sec. Cam feeds to the screen behind the clerk. Roll back to where the screen's in the kid's field of vision, then scan it. His own Chumba shot him. Probably planned to all along. Must have got a nice slice of cred on the black market for a BD like this. BD freaks are ready to pay a preem for a real flatline. Anyway, if you've seen enough, you can exit.
Ok. Gli ha sparato il suo amico praticamente.
Yeah, it's impressive, right? It's too bad most of the BDs we do here are only good for flogging the log.
So Braindance is a pretty big part of the Cyberpunk universe. It's not just something used for adult films. There is an awful lot to it. And there's two sides I'd really like you guys to help me explore. First is the lore, so how this actually fits into the universe. And then there's the gameplay side, so how players will be interacting with it. So Patrick, could you tell us more about the lore of Braindance?
I would love to. So in the world of Cyberpunk 2077, Braindance was invented way back in the early 2000s at UC Santa Cruz. It was developed as a way of recording a person's experiences and then playing them back for someone else so that they could relive them as though it was happening to them. It was originally used for things like therapy and prisoner rehabilitation, but by 2077 it's become this global media industry, including things like movies, mass entertainment, things like that, video games, some interactive things, and of course adult fare as well. Now, in our game, we deal a lot with black brain dances, or XBDs as we call them, and there are different types of those, but the one that you saw in the trailer just there was a flatliner. Now that's where the person recording it actually dies during the recording. And it's popular with sort of an illicit kind of a thrill, but a mercenary can also use them for various things, and you'll see that in the game, of course.
And from the gameplay perspective, we have
Ok, c'è gente in questo universo praticamente che si diverte a sentire l'adrenalina di quando di rivivere il ricordo di una persona che viene uccisa durante il ricordo.
As a
Wow.
player, you will be able to run the Braindance in the editor mode and see different clues that have been registered on the peripheral of given actor. Now, as a player, you can slide on the timeline of the recording, back and forth, trying to uncover different clues. And that clues are actually telling a story in the game. So, as a player, you will run different investigations that will lead you to different mysteries, and you will uncover them actually using the Braindance as a mechanics in the game.
So, as Pavel was saying, we use Braindance as a storytelling tool. It's not a collectible. It's not something where you're going to go in and you're going to play it and you're going to be like, I've seen this before. What we use Braindance for is to give you a keyhole into the life of the residents of Night City. And we can explore things like childhood trauma, religion, various philosophical ideas in a way that you might not otherwise experience in a story about a mercenary on the tough streets.
So we've tried to talk about some of the aspects that we think
Ok, lo usano
the community
come
will
modo
find really
per
exciting, but,
far vedere
while you're
come
both
si
here,
vive a
I'd
Night
love to know,
City,
what is it
oltre
about
a quella che è la tua
Cyberpunk that you
missione,
guys are
diciamo.
excited for? Patrick, why don't you start?
So one of the things that I'm most excited about in this game is the characters and the way they interact with the world. We've got this really interesting world that stretches all the way back to the Cyberpunk 2020 source material and all of these events and all of those things, but those don't mean anything unless they connect with characters. And so when we come up with a character, we start with their function. What is this person? What do they do in the story? But we don't stop there. We go back and we figure out what was their childhood like? What was their upbringing like? What kind of obstacles did they face in this harsh reality, and did they overcome them, and how did they overcome them, or did they not overcome them, and why? And you can see all of those things in their environment, in their dialogues, in sort of how they operate in the world. And we come up with that for all of our characters. Now you look at someone like Victor Vector, and you're going to see stories.
Mi sa che durerà un centinaio di ore sto gioco per finire tutto, anche di più.
You know, we come up with that stuff even if we don't use it in the game, because it helps inform us as to who these characters are.
And for me, I would not be myself if I would not say that I'm the most excited about our quests. Like with our Witcher 3 team, with Patrick and like everybody that has stayed with us since the Witcher 3 time, we really have grown so much. We have learned so much, and we have used all that experience to
Mi convince abbastanza la prima persona, però non lo so, vorrei comunque la scelta di poter vedere tutto in terza persona.
So much effort into making sure that everything is rewarding, is interesting, is talking about characters, as Patrick said, is talking about worlds, is talking about emotions, like touching the player in a really, like a real way. And I just can't wait to find out what you think.
Pavel, I know you mentioned story and quests and writing quests, and when I was last in the studio, I had a look and I saw a notebook on your desk, and I would love for you to show everybody this notebook.
Okay, only you asked for it. So this is my notebook. It says Salsa Quest Designer. The reason is because I dance salsa, and I'm a quest designer, so you know. So I started this notebook actually when we were really starting Cyberpunk. At the very beginning, I wrote like a first note, and it says pretty much something along the lines of that we were starting with a prototype. And then, you know, I kept on basically noting things that we've been working on for like next years. I remember once when our concept artist actually approached me.
8 anni di sviluppo in quel quaderno.
My notebook. I was like, what for actually? And they took some pictures and they told me, yeah, well, you know, because we are looking for a reference material for notes of a psychopathic killer. so yeah, well, you may find maybe some of my notes in the game.
Pavel and Patrick, thank you so much for joining me. I'm pretty lucky because I have read some of the stories that you and the team have written for Braindance, and I'm pretty excited for people to discover them. But before we do finish today's episode, there is just one more thing we'd like to talk about.
Ancora una cosa, vediamo.
Earlier in this episode, I mentioned that media have been getting hands-on with the opening of Cyberpunk 2077, and they should be posting their impressions right about now. And if you missed anything from today's episode, don't worry, we'll be uploading everything to our channels very soon. And finally, on behalf of everybody at CD Projekt Red, we just want to say thank you so much for joining us for this, the very first episode of Night City Wire. But don't worry, we'll be back with episode 2 in just a few weeks. So, we shall see you soon.
Ok, continueranno con questi episodi di 19 novembre, ragazzi, è lontanissimo. Continueranno con questi episodi di CityWire per tutto il tempo che servirà per finire il gioco, probabilmente. Sì, beh. Stasera volevo giusto riguardarlo The Ring, grazie per il rimando. Boh, interessante. Niente di assurdamente... niente di assurdo che non sapessimo già, però è bello avere progressi, insomma, far vedere che ci sono. Bellissima la cosa dell'upgrade, per me è la cosa fondamentale annunciata in questi giorni di Cyberpunk, la possibilità di fare l'upgrade da PS4 a PS5 semplicemente utilizzando il disco. Sì, insomma, niente remaster. Ci sarà direttamente il gioco patchato, che è una gran bella cosa. Niente, visto che siete pochi, non ci sono domande, non ci sono cose particolari, la chiuderei qua. Come al solito, grazie di essere passati, sia quelli che sono qua in live, sia quelli che lo vedranno in differita magari. E iscrivetevi al canale, condividete video con i vostri amici, fateli sapere quanto è simpatico questo canale, quanto è informativo, quanto è quello che volete. Ci vedremo alla prossima live stream o al prossimo video. E niente, buona serata a tutti.